July 14, 2013 began as any typical day for my family and I. My husband and I shuffled our three daughters off to school and ourselves off to our demanding jobs. I have been feeling slightly off a few days. Unplanned pregnancy, food poisoning from our favorite Chinese food spot, or run-of-the-mill stomach virus from a coworker. Considering I was the only one who was feeling ill, it could have been any of the choices, but pregnancy was isolated specifically to me. Have you ever had to literally make a life or death decision? Two. After becoming ill at work, I had to make a decision that we all have had to face: either go to work or risk being fired. Thank God I took the risk. First of all, let me say that no matter how bad things around you may seem, nothing or no one is more important than your health. I have no idea how differently things would have turned out for me and my family had I not forced myself to go and be examined by an ER physician. Although my manager felt as if I should place my health on the back burner, it also was her intimidation of me losing my job that ultimately saved my life. I have been feeling sick for a few days now, but the struggles of getting through day-to-day obligations led me to put my health concerns on hold. I was working full-time for Dallas County Jury Services, being a mom to three daughters that I still had to be present for, assisting with homework, enforcing discipline, providing structure for extracurricular activities that they each participated in, as well as dealing with stress from marital issues and attempting to fulfill my wifely obligations and maintain our household just made it even more difficult to fall sick. This day in particular was extremely stressful. I was working overload due to another employee being out sick with the stomach flu. My kids were hanging on to that last nerve, and the hubby and I were at odds just because life always gets in the way. Working in a small office consisting of a jury manager and three jury deputy clerks, which included myself, an average day we processed over 400 potential jurors. Imagine doing that minus a vital employee. I was not feeling well at all, which further aggravated my situation and caused continued frustration in both my work and personal environment. My workday ended as usual, and I was relieved to be going home. Only once upon getting home, I had begun to vomit and experience painful stomach cramps along with diarrhea. I texted my manager advising her that I would not be able to work the following day. She was adamant, insisting that I show up to work, and I was forced to provide a doctor's note upon returning. I felt that I was being targeted unfairly because the other employee was out sick, and having two employees out would further complicate our daily workload. My husband and I ended up having a heated discussion due to my irritation with everything, and I left home about 9 p.m. that evening without even bothering to tell him where I was going. In the meantime, I thought that I would be diagnosed with a routine illness, offered some IV fluids, some meds, and of course sent home with the necessary doctor's note required for me to return to work. However, I was living my worst dream. I checked into the ER, received the fluids and pain meds. Weak and heavily medicated by this point, when I awoke, the oncologist was sitting next to my bed, asking me several questions and delivered my hauntingly grim diagnosis. A CT scan had uncovered a large mass on my pancreas. At 2 a.m., alone and scared in this ER room, I received the diagnosis of pancreatic cancer. Barely able to think straight, a nurse had offered to contact my husband. At this time of the night, he was obviously sound asleep, so they called the next of kin, which was my mother, who rushed to be by my side. After all of this, I simply entered the ER expecting relief and to get a few needed days off from my job. It would be several months before I would even be able to return to work. Finally, I realized that if I had not taken the risk and called in sick to work, although knowing that my job was in jeopardy, I ultimately may not have been here today to even write this speech. My pancreatic cancer diagnosis changed my life and my outlook on prioritizing things in my life. I will never allow my need for financial stability to come before my life or my family. In an ironic sense, the same job I fear losing is the reason why I'm alive today. 5 seconds.